This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Kia ora, good evening, I'm Melissa Barton. This week is the start of Otago University's academic year, and Dunedin's Castle Street has been full of rubbish and broken glass from the previous night's parties. The South Today went and had a look.
They may have grown up and left home, but someone is still having to pick up after them. Every morning over the last week, Dunedin's Castle Street, plus other roads in the student precinct, have been littered with discarded rubbish and broken glass, presumably by students of the University of Otago. It's 10:30 a.m. and last night's destructive revellers are still fast asleep, leaving the area almost deserted, but the evidence of wild parties remains scattered along the footpath. Timothy Tang, an exchange student from Hong Kong, is not impressed.
I'm from Hong Kong actually. I'm an exchange student. Hong Kong is much more cleaner, and yeah, we can't see rubbish bin or drop over. Yeah, it feels bad.
Tang feels that nothing can be done about the state of the street.
There's full of parties in the Castle Street, and I can do nothing about it because there's party over everywhere in every night. So I hate rubbish and parties, but yeah, it feels bad though. Yeah.
Another young person who did not want to be identified thought the situation was fairly normal.
So this is Castle Street, and this kind of thing's been going on for a long time here, and so I reckon it's probably alright if it's not causing any harm out of like just the people that live here. I don't know, like it's just yeah, it's just the way things have been for a long time, I guess.
However, something is being done. Dunedin ratepayers are funding through the City Council a high frequency of street cleaning by contractors, plus special cleaning of roads and footpaths when the City Council is alerted to issues such as broken glass. And in conjunction with the University plus the Students' Association, the City Council have had a presence at Orientation's Tent City and mailed out an educational package to many student flats. Anecdotally, there may be less rubbish than used to appear on the street in previous years, but the amount is hard to quantify. Rudy Adrian, The South Today.
A game of golf with friends in Queenstown turned to tragedy when a young man was struck in the head by a golf ball and later died. Family shared news of Jaden Goldfinch Booker's death in a freak accident late last week. He was 27 years old. Detective Senior Sergeant Malcolm Inglis said police were investigating the death on behalf of the coroner. Mr Goldfinch Booker was rushed to Dunedin Hospital after being struck in the head by a golf ball at Frankton Golf Course in Queenstown on Saturday, February the 17th. He was placed in an induced coma in ICU but died on Wednesday last week. An ambulance was stopped with road spikes after it was stolen in Dunedin late last night. St John are disgusted that an ambulance was stolen when it was on a call-out.
Blown out tyres show that this ambulance was stopped by road spikes after it was taken from South Dunedin just after 11 last night. Dunedin police tracked it using GPS and it was stopped in Waihola. In a statement, St John Southland District Operations Manager Pauline Buchanan said, "It is reprehensible that while ambulance officers were providing essential care to a patient, that someone would steal an ambulance." After the road spike stopped the vehicle, it came to a halt and police say no one was hurt. An Otago man in his 30s was arrested. Daryl Baser, The South Today.
The structural integrity of the glass ceiling system at Wall Street Mall is being tested tomorrow. A glass ceiling panel shattered in the mall in 2012. Following this, protective film was added to the ceiling glass to retain the glass should an issue occur again. DCC Group Manager Property Services Laura McCone said the test is being carried out to ensure the system performs as expected. To test the glass, a ceiling panel will be broken and monitored to see how the protective film performs in holding up the broken glass. Scaffolding will be erected on George Street ahead of work expected to begin in about a week. A Dunedin electric bike retailer has teamed up with a welding workshop on Dunedin to get North East Valley onto electric bikes. The scheme enables riders to borrow an electric bike rather than buy one. Roselle LeBone reports.
There's a new way to travel in town and the North East Valley is plugging into it. These electric bikes, electric tandem bikes and electric scooters are expected to soon be a regular sight on North East Valley roads, ridden by people who have borrowed them rather than bought them. The Borrow Bike scheme allows North East Valley residents to borrow an electric bike for errands around town and is currently available free to members of the Valley Community Workspace and Valley card holders. Bikes like these are well capable of carrying man, woman or dog anywhere in Dunedin. And the trailer attached to this one is good for carrying 40 kgs of shopping.
One was a very small dog and the one was a slightly larger dog and a granddaughter, so 3 creatures in the back here, and we're intending that this can be borrowed by people as well. So at the moment there's been a person up the valley who's been using the trailer for errands into town behind her electric bike.
The motor powering the bike is fitted behind the rear wheel and offers level assist of up to 9. What is it showing here?
Come on, 9 gear. But it's on level assist 9, which means that Mark should be able to fly along North Road with a trailer behind him at about 32-35 kilometres an hour.
The bikes have been tested from Warrington to Seacliff and are now being tested on the steep streets of North East Valley.
Been filmed going up Baldwin Street, so yeah, we can get a bike up every street in the country.
The man behind building the unusual bikes, scooters and tandem scooters is Stephen Ward at Valley Anvil, who shares his workshop with Dunedin Electric Bikes.
Everything from people with disabilities, with special bike needs, recumbents, hand cranks, which are kind of like lie-down bikes with people who can't use their legs, so they use hand crank systems instead.
North East Valley residents are being invited to turn up at the Valley Community Workspace to give one a go. Roselle LeBone, The South Today.
Still to come on The South Today, an almost 90-year-old motorbike is lovingly restored to its former glory, and we have a sneak preview of the 99th New Zealand Open Golf Tournament that will tee off in Arrowtown this Thursday.
For all your news from the southern regions as it happens, go to our Facebook page. The South Today, connecting you with your community thanks to New Zealand On Air. The Terminus Apartments, where heritage meets modern sophistication and where the past is Dunedin's future. These 1 or 2 bedroom apartments are fitted with modern amenities, room to move and spectacular harbour and city views. Contact us now to have your piece of luxury.
For 3 generations, the Kilpatrick family have ensured Jimmy's pies are still world famous in the South Island. Made to an old family recipe, Jimmy's pies have been one of New Zealand's traditional takeaway foods, prepared daily on the premises alongside a range of savouries, sausage rolls and cakes. Jimmy's pies are distributed throughout the lower South Island. Jimmy's pies are sure to satisfy your travelling munchies.
Every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Why wait for seed to germinate? Why not do it the smart way? For instant results, call Ready Lawn today, or for more information, go to readylawn.co.nz.
Free heart transmission. Please open your heart.
Chi is flowing freely. Chi is nourishing. Chi is loving.
Call Sunny Chin for peace in your heart.
Calling all Otago superheroes, the 2018 Relay for Life needs your team. On March 17 and 18, the relay teams will join together to create one of the most inspiring events, helping not only to raise funds but also to remember those who have fallen to cancer or are struggling with it. To register your team, simply go to the website and sign on, then start fundraising. It's about celebrating, remembering and fighting back. Be a superhero and register now at relayforlife.org.nz. At Action Engineering, the team make their mark as innovators in engineering because they don't just make things, they provide solutions. Call now on 477-1643 or go online to see the services they provide.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent, and where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
Welcome back. In Weston, just out of Oamaru, is a beautifully restored motorbike that is almost 90 years old. However, the machine needed a lot of rebuilding to get into its current state. The South Today made a visit.
Not quite as fast as the world's fastest Indian, but from the same era, this 1929 350cc AJS motorcycle was acquired by Oamaru man Bruce Watt several months ago, but missing a few essential pieces.
It was together, but it was pretty rough, or very rough, and quite a bit of stuff missing, and I had to go right through the whole thing.
New crank pins, pistons and gears for the gearbox were all made by Mr. Watt himself, and the hand grips had to be made employing a 21st century device, a 3D printer. He says that restoring old motorcycles is not a task for the faint-hearted.
Yeah, you need to be mechanically minded, and quite fortunate I've got quite a good workshop, so I could do it all myself.
The almost 90-year-old bike has a top speed of around 60 kilometres per hour. Rudy Adrian, The South Today.
The 99th New Zealand Open Golf Tournament tees off in Arrowtown on Thursday. The $4.7 million event uses the Millbrook and Hills resorts and has attracted a field of 288 pros and amateurs. Mina Amso has more.
New Zealand Golf Open Tournament director Michael Gladding is optimistic the weather will play nice for the golfers competing at the New Zealand Open this week. He sees a New Zealand golfer has a good shot at winning the tournament for the second year in a row.
I think, last year we were excited because it was the first time in 14 years that we had a Kiwi win with Mike Henry. This year, of course, Ben Campbell, having won the New Zealand PGA Championship yesterday, adds a great dimension. And, of course, Ryan Fox, who really has this on his bucket list to try and win this tournament.
However, he says the New Zealanders will be up against tough contenders from Australian and Japanese players.
Scott Henn from Australia, who's a great player. Our Japanese contingent is very strong. The player I like the look of is a boy called Young Han Song, who's a Korean boy. He's a terrific player, top 100 in the world.
Two new celebrities will compete in the amateur field on Thursday here at Millbrook Resort. And they are New Zealand rally driver Hayden Paddon and former rower and Olympic medalist Eric Murray. And they'll be joined by other celebrities including Japan baseball player Masumi Kawata and Australia's Logie Award-winning actress and television personality Kerry-Anne Kennelly.
And then we've got our cricketers back. Sir Ian Botham has just arrived, and Ricky Ponting flies in today, and Stephen Fleming, Jeff Wilson's playing.
144 professionals will be chasing a share of the $1.2 million prize purse. They'll play one round each at the Millbrook and Hills Resort, with the top 60 players qualifying for the final 2 rounds at Millbrook Resort. Mina Amso, The South Today.
After the break on The South Today, Ashburton's Relay for Life raises $133,000 for the Cancer Society, and we see what's in store for tomorrow's weather.
wait for seed to germinate? Why not do it the smart way? For instant results, call Ready Lawn today, or for more information, go to readylawn.co.nz.
135 Cumberland Street is a brand new, recently listed Category 1 heritage building right in Dunedin's warehouse precinct. Only a short walk to the Octagon in the central city. These are warm, well-insulated, self-contained apartments with all you need for a short or long stay. With beautiful views onto the harbour, these Airbnbs at 135 Cumberland Street come highly recommended for your stay in Dunedin.
Oh, I'm not happy with this product demonstration, Ralphie. Oh, relax. It's all about balance. The balance between softness and strength. And my balance is perfect. So we won't fall? Of course not.
Hi, Ralphie.
Oh, hey, Whoa. You fell for it. Yep, I fell for it. Cotton Softs. Softness and strength you can trust. I'm Cotton Soft on the environment too.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Garrador Dunedin, delivering quality stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 15 years. New doors, replacement doors, repairs and maintenance are all part of Garrador's quality service. Garrador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team at 553 Kaikoura Valley Road. Visit www.garrador.co.nz or call us on 488 5676.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
Active Interior Design in Mornington are the curtain and blind experts. The team can even advise you on outdoor products like awnings and umbrellas, and will ensure that everything is perfect. For interior design with flair, call Active to book your free in-home consultation or call into the showroom in Mornington.
At Action Engineering, the team make their mark as innovators in engineering because they don't just make things, they provide solutions. Call now on 477 1643 or go online to see the services they provide.
Thanks for staying with us. Ashburton's Relay for Life raised $133,000 for the Cancer Society over the weekend. The South Today went to the showgrounds and to attend the event.
The Ashburton showgrounds were filled this weekend with people taking part in this year's Relay for Life. Relay for Life celebrates cancer survivors, remembers people lost to cancer, and raises awareness and funds that are used for support services and research. Purple sashes were worn by cancer survivors, and Ashburton Mayor Donna Favell was moved by the number present.
Can I just say it is a sombre reminder to see the number of purple sashes out here in the crowd today. And for the rest of you here to support and to try and find a cure, it's wonderful to see you all here. I'm particularly pleased to see 2 of the stormtroopers out here to keep an eye on us over the weekend.
Teams dressed to impress in an array of outfits and bright colours. This year's event featured 60 teams of walkers who made circuits of the almost half-kilometre track. Each team had walkers on the track from 4 p.m. Saturday until 10 a.m. on Sunday, raising $133,000 in funds. Rudy Adrian, The South Today.
And now it's the time for a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Barry Stewart. What have you got for us in tomorrow's newspaper?
Hello, Melissa. Well, lots of things happening in the paper tomorrow. We went out to the rest home in South Dunedin as residents returned after recent flooding, and emotions were rather high, so we have a story on that. Queenstown Lakes District Council are proposing a street parade for our Winter Olympians, so that's possibly on Wednesday. The details of that hopefully will be in the paper tomorrow, but we haven't got them just yet, the exact plan there.
Well, that's something to look forward to,
absolutely.
because it was a wonderful effort.
Fantastic effort.
Yeah.
16-year-olds, so they're doing something right up there. So, yeah, we'll have that. Recruitment process has been blamed for a shortage of junior doctors at the Southern District Health Board. A story on that. And New Zealand NZTA says safety is the main reason for the cycleway changes in North Dunedin, but they're asking people to reserve judgment on the new layout until it is finished. So there's lots of talk about that and upset about disruption, but they're saying be patient.
Be patient.
Yeah.
And it could be something that people could maybe write into the ODT and say what's working and what's not.
Many are. So yes, we welcome feedback from all quarters on that one. Otago Regional Council will investigate what role it can play in curbing the negative impact of freedom campers in our region.
Wow, definitely something for everyone in tomorrow's paper.
So we have a bit of sport, and we have, of course, the Signal, our TV guide, so lots to enjoy in the ODT tomorrow.
Wonderful, thank you, Barry. And now it's time for a look at tomorrow's weather.
Tonight's weather proudly brought to you by MolMap.
Looking at the situation, a mixed week of weather ahead as a variety of weather systems drift over the South Island, bringing changeable conditions and a mostly mild but humid north to northeasterly airflow over the southern districts. Looking at what's in store for the southern towns, Balclutha and Catlins, you have light northeasterly, some cloud and 18. Gore and Lumsden, you are the same with a slightly higher 19 degrees. Moving westwards to central, Alexandra, Queenstown, Wanaka and Te Anau, you're all in for light northerly, some high cloud. Alexandra, you reach 21. Queenstown and Wanaka, you have highs of 20. And Te Anau, 19. Looking at what's in store further north, Amarama and Twizel, you're in for light northerlies, cloud increasing in 20 degrees. Timaru and Oamaru, you have moderate northeasterlies with some cloud. Timaru with a high of 17 and Oamaru with a high of 16. In Dunedin tonight, mostly cloudy with an overnight low of 10. Tomorrow mostly cloudy again with moderate northeasterly winds, cool temperatures 15 and 11. And similar weather on Wednesday with cloudy skies and fresh breezy northeasterlies 16 and 13. And in Invercargill tonight, cloudy with an overnight low of 9. Tomorrow cloud breaking during the morning and long sunny periods developing during the afternoon. Moderate northeasterly winds, milder temperatures 17 and 11, and fine with high cloud increasing during the day on Wednesday with some rain at night, mild with northerly winds 19 and 11. And that's our news for this Monday. For the latest news from the southern region, you can follow us on Facebook and at channel39.co.nz. Take care, ka kite anō.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.